Hey everybody, it's Jim. It's 12 o'clock. It's noon on Thursday, the 18th of January. I don't know if we're live in YouTube. YouTube gave us a 7-day strike where they're not letting us push into YouTube because of something related to an internal video that we posted to our team on how to send a package to USCIS by Federal Express. They said it was cyberbullying and harassment. So I don't know what that's all about. I'm not sure where Daniel is. He might have thought that since we got the ban that he didn't need to be here today. So, oh, here he is. Hello, Daniel. Can you hear me? Oh, Daniel's got his new gear on too.
Hey, Jim. Sorry I'm late.
That's okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. How's everything going?
Good, good. I was just telling everybody, I think we're blocked on YouTube today. For a week, we got a 1 week ban on YouTube because Adela posted a video about how to mail a packet to USCIS, and they said that was harassing and cyberbullying. So I don't know what that's all about.
All right.
But let's go ahead and welcome our first guest. I'll let Anna in.
Hi, Anna. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Jim and Danielle. I have a question for you. In 2019, I arrived to USA for touristic visa B1, and after in September 2019, I applied for student visa. But because maybe it's happened COVID or something, my case was not improved. They not move or something not changed, and in 2020, I asked what is the problem, and they say then it's security pending, and it's not do nothing. And in 2021, I was waiting still for this F1 visa, but I asked for EB1 visa, and my visa was improved. I have petitioned for my extraordinary some stuff I am approved, but now because I'm staying in USA, I can't change the status because I don't have a status because my F1 visa not improved yet, and like I just waiting my like person who care about me about everything, he say we just wait, and we write to congressman in my state and ask help, and they write to US keys about my situation, and they answer still security pending. But this is already 2 years when I have this security pending for visa F1, and this is my situation. What I can do with that?
So, first of all, who's the person that's looking out for your immigration? I'd like to hear about this person.
This is like my advocate, or how it's lawyer. My lawyer.
Are they in fact a lawyer?
Yes.
And this,
yes.
Well, are they or aren't they? Do they have a law license?
I think yes. Yeah, this is like immigration. I think yes.
I think no.
No.
I think they're not a lawyer. If they were a lawyer, you should know they're a lawyer.
No, they might. What this means, attorney or something like that.
They're an attorney. Are they attorneys?
Yes, I think this is who he is.
So, did an attorney tell you that you should file for a change of status from a B1, B2 to an F1?
No, this is I was doing by myself when I applied, because it was earlier in 2019. I just go to school and apply by myself with school for F1.
But and who told you that was going to work? That hasn't worked in like 4 or 5 years. That's not a thing anymore.
It was work for so many people who I know specifically and who apply with me for that F1 visa, and they have improved. It just I have this problem, and it's not problem. Then they answer like, "Oh, you have some problem," or we say, they just doing this security pending, like security check, and nothing. It's not moving.
So this was a bad idea. And I don't know if it worked for other people, if it worked for them in the past, but the thing is, it was a bad idea, and now it's put you in this position that you're in now. So your situation is a mess. You have no status in the United States. This was a bad idea. So what is your lawyer telling you now? This attorney that you have, what is the attorney saying?
They say that we still need to wait, and this security pending must be finished. And
But the attorney thinks that if your student visa gets approved, that then you'll be in status to, then that'll give you the ability to adjust your status. I don't know that that's true. I don't think that's true.
why it's not true?
Because I don't know that it's going to retroactively fix the fact that you've been here for so long without any true status.
Okay, I was extend always time touristic visa if it's help, because like reason of my staying it was like that. He proposed me just leave country and ask about my this EB1 petition in my country, but I not feel comfortable to leave country because sometimes it's harder to do outside of USA.
Yeah, I think you're in a tough spot. You can either stay here and keep waiting, or you can go back and take the chance that they give you the visa or not. I don't know that they'll give you the visa. What was the purpose of your visit? Why did you tell them you were coming to visit the United States?
I come for beauty competition. I was invited for beauty competition. They do like all documents for me, and this is how I came to USA.
And how, and you came for 6 months?
No, I have short visa. I have short visa for 3 months just with one visit, like one entrance. They was not like a normal touristic visa. It was right B1, B2, but it was more like reason. I have on my visa reason why I come in for that beauty competition when I come.
And when did you apply for the F1?
I was come in June, and I apply I am come in 23 July, July 23rd July, and I apply 11 September. It's when they get the documents. But I was speaking with school who help that, like student, because they do all of the documents. They say
they should not have done this. They should not have. This was a bad plan from the get-go. You got bad advice left and right. I can't give you real advice. It's a decision you have to make. Do you want to keep waiting, or do you want to take the chance and go back home and get a visa stamp? I don't think they're going to be happy with you when you go back home. So I think there's a chance they could keep you from re-entering.
But what I can do if I will stay here, like if they can, like 5 years, in 5 years they say, oh, it's like we don't have answer for you. They not have a really reason.
Or their real favorite thing to do is that they'll say, okay, yeah, we'll approve your extension, but when was your extension over? So if you applied in September, when was your extension supposed to oh, you were changing to F1. Sorry, it wasn't an extension. You were changing to F1. Okay. And have you been going to school or no?
No, I was waiting for, like, I can't allow it to do that in general.
Actually, you can go to school in some schools. It depends. But Anna, I don't know. It's a mess, my friend. I'm sorry I don't have much more for you, but that's it.
It's okay. Thank you so much for your help.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
I don't feel like I helped her that much.
Well, but you told her the truth as far as you knew. So best you can do.
The whole changing from the whole change of status inside the United States, that stuff just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. All right. Go to Emma up next. Hello, Emma. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, guys. Hi, Emma. How you doing?
Hi, Eunice. I don't know where he is. I think he's watching on Facebook Live, but I have 2 quick questions.
Okay, go for it.
Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
Okay, well, I'm in the United States. I'm in Los Angeles. I have a passport. He's actually a resident in Italy, but he's a Moroccan nationality. So he has a Moroccan passport, but he's been a resident in Italy for like 16 years. So I just had to ask a couple of questions about his passport being still Moroccan. Is there any way he can travel to LA?
Where is he right now? He's not in the United States?
No, he's in Italy,
so
near Rome. So
the question is, can we get Eunice a visit visa to the United States? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
And are you and Eunice married?
We want to be.
Yeah. So I think the chances of Eunice getting a visit visa to the United States are less than 10%. He has 2 problems going for him. One, he's young enough. One, he's young and of a marrying age, and they think he's just coming here to be with somebody. That's the first reason they wouldn't give him a visit visa. And the second reason they wouldn't give him a visit visa is because he's living in a third country. So the main question when you talk about visit visas is, will the person return back to their home country or not? Well, he's not even living in their home country, in his home country of Morocco. So I think the chances of them giving him a visit visa are very, very low.
Oh. So then about the marriage thing, K1 versus the I-29, 129F, is that okay? So say I go to Italy on my American passport, I marry him in Italy because he's a resident. I come back to America, I petition for him as a spouse.
That's right.
What's the possibility of that versus K1 getting him over here to marry me?
Well, in the
Like,
old
what's
days, in the
the
old
old
days,
days?
in the old
Mhm.
days, I had no problem with recommending fiance visas because they're a little bit faster than spouse visas. But
Okay.
if you need to go see him to satisfy, there's that requirement for fiance visas that you've been in each other's physical presence at some point in the last 2 years. If you don't have that already, then I would go over and get married.
That's your, like, basically that's easier than the K1.
It's more certain the outcome is better.
So that could be how long of a wait? If we marry in Italy, I come back home to America.
I'd say 18 to 24 months.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I could still go there because I'm an American citizen with my passport, and he could never come to America until the petition is granted. Is that how that works?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
So I can go over there as many times as I want to visit in Italy during that time frame of 18 to 24 months. But
For sure.
until the petition is granted here, he can't come here.
Correct. That's right.
So, what's the process then for the I-129? Is that something you guys do? Yes.
We do both. But have you seen him face to face in the last 2 years?
No, not yet. I'm going to Italy to see him. Yes.
But then I would say go ahead and get married. But yeah, we can do an I-129F or an I-130. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's the difference? I-29F, I-130.
I-129F is for fiancés and I-130 is for spouses. And as I mentioned, I think that you're gonna have a better chance of overall success with an I-130 than you are with a fiancé.
Okay. And you guys do that? Yes. But
Yep.
not until after we meet in Italy first and have like a couple weeks together and then come back. Then I can call you, Jim, and get your help.
Yeah, well, you can call Daniel ahead of time and he can give you the information and documents that we need so that you can get some of the stuff from your future husband while you're there.
I like how you keep saying that. Thank you. Speak it into the universe, Jim. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so that makes sense. So, but that's still an 18 to 24 month wait, even after the marriage, but it's somewhat more of a guarantee.
I think slightly better. Mm-hmm. And especially,
Slightly better.
we can't forget one more thing, and that is that they discriminate against Arab men from Arab countries. So there's that whole part of it too. So yeah.
But does anything have a saving grace with the fact that he is an Italian resident? Is that like a saving grace in that possibly?
It's the passport. It might help a little bit. And the good thing is he won't be going to the embassy in Casablanca because they're the worst. So there is that.
Yeah.
The Italian embassy is much easier to deal with. And if he's been a resident there for a really long time, then that just makes sense for the case to be there. And they won't balk at doing an interview at the U.S. embassy in Rome if the person's been residing in Italy for the last 16 months. If he'd been there 16 days, then they'd say, no, go back and do it in Morocco, I think.
Right. But because he speaks the language fluently, they'll have more of an easier time there. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay. So, that kind of answers it. I mean, yeah, it's cut and dry, right?
Well, thanks so
Okay,
much,
thank
Emma.
you, Jim. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on.
Okay.
All right. Up next, we got Viren. Viren, welcome to the show. How can we help you?
Thank you so much. First of all, Jim and Daniel, can you able to hear me?
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure.
Thank you so much. I would like to say from the very bottom of my heart, Jim and Daniel, for doing this great. So especially, I have waited in my whole life so many times. First, it took me 14 years, 9 months, and 11 days to come to the United States. Well, that was my long story, but I got my visa, and now I have a major 3 questions. I don't know where to start, but yes, I did married on January 19, 2019. Petition got approved on uh, March 2019 and transferred to NVC. Everything is approved. What is called all the documentation documentarily qualified in last August 8, 2020. Since last August 8, 2020, I have been waiting from Mumbai. That's most nearest consulate where my wife is residing in back in India. At the same time, I applied for my US citizenship in April 2020. April 2020.
Okay.
I got my fingerprint on September 2020. So since last almost 18 months, I have been waiting for my US citizenship for my interview.
Where do you live?
I live in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
I'm a permanent resident since last 6 years and 6 months. I applied right after the time frame that I require. Now I'm in the middle of 2 things. One, I'm not getting my naturalization interview since last 18 months, even though Dallas field office time frame has been passed. I submitted the request for outside normal processing time last October, means back in last October 19, 2021, and they gave me 30 days. On top of that, I have also submitted expedite request in last September 17, 2021, and they gave me 90 days. So they gave me 2 days. What should I do in this time frame? Like,
Well, I don't think don't hold your breath until the 19th of November. I'll say that, number one. Number two, I mean, I think, Daniel, what do you think? I would think I would do a lawsuit for both. I would just do a lawsuit for your wife and then throw in your citizenship case, both of them.
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Both of
Yeah.
them have been waiting, so I have been patiently waiting. She has been patiently waiting for her. This January 19 is going to be exact 3 years of my marriage, and still Mumbai consulate is, I have been listening that they are not going to do anything for the green card holder. So when I called National Visa Center, they said, okay, if you submit your naturalization certificate, then we may convert your file from F2A to IR1.
Well, I think your N400 has been pending a year and a half, right?
That from April 29, 2020 to November 18, 2021, a year and a half.
April's the 4th month, November's the 11th month. So yeah, a year and a half. So yeah, I would sue on both of them, and then maybe the citizenship will help with the green card, with the visa for your spouse.
They gave me last 2 days, November 20,
Yeah.
2021 and December 16. What do you think before I sue them? Do you want me to wait at least for 29 days?
If we can do it whenever you want. I think you've waited long enough. If you want to wait till the time passes, that's totally fine. Just call Daniel when you want to.
Okay. Last question. How
Yeah.
many days does it takes? For an example, like, am I eligible to travel right now if I wanted to see my wife?
Yeah, you can travel now. I mean, you wouldn't want to travel. Well, you wouldn't want to file a lawsuit if you're about to travel. I would, because sometimes they call you in pretty quickly. So, you know, the Dallas field office, I like the Dallas field office. I think they're pretty professional. But if we sue them, you'll probably have an interview on your N400 in about 90 days and a decision in about 100 in a month or two after that, if not sooner. So, you know, plan accordingly.
So if I and they told me on November 20, if I don't hear in 30 days, then you can call for the InfoPass appointment.
Go for it. Do it, Rayan. Do whatever you want. I'm here whenever you're ready. But if you're not ready, I'm not trying to sell you anything or talk you into it. Whenever you're ready, we're ready. So,
but we can do the lawsuit as per your guide, right? That you mentioned.
Yeah. I think you've waited long enough.
Okay. No problem. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
for
Happy
both
to
of
speak
you.
with you, Baron, if you give us a call, okay?
I will.
Thanks,
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you, bud.
All right. Hopefully everyone's viewing us on Facebook.
Facebook only.
Facebook only. Dana, you're up.
Hey,
Thanks for
how are you
joining.
guys?
Well, great. How can we
I
help
have
you?
I have a really quick questions. I'm really fan of your videos, and I'm married to a U.S. citizen. So my question is like, I want to take my spouse's last name after I get my green card, but I don't know if I should. So that's my question.
So I think I have a video on this, but generally what I say is don't change your name in the middle of the immigration process. So if you come to America on a student visa or a visit visa, or if you come to the United States on a fiance visa, or
Mm-hmm.
if you get your green card, then wait until you get your citizenship to change your name. It's very easy to change your name when you become a citizen. So if that's something that you're planning on becoming a citizen, then I would just wait until then.
Oh, okay. But if my husband is very pushy about it, so if I do it after I get my permanent green card, do you think it would affect the citizenship process or
Yeah,
not really?
that's why I told you not to do it. Yes, I don't think that's. It's not so much the citizenship process; it's everything else in your life in America. So I vote. Tell your husband that you talk to me, and that I vote that you wait until you get your citizenship.
Will do. Thank you so much, guys.
Bye, Dana.
All right. Abhinav, welcome to the show.
Hi, Jim. Hi, Daniel.
Hi,
Cool
Abhinav.
banner
How
in the
you doing?
background there. I like that.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for pulling me in. I have a small question. Actually, my mother is traveling on B2 visitor visa next week, and some background is that she came to US last year and had to extend her stay due to the COVID flight ban to India. I applied for her I-539 before her I-94 expired, which was in July. I applied in June.
You applied for what? A green card?
No, I-539, the extension.
Oh, extension. Okay.
Yes. And she left US before the decision was made on her application. So she left in September, and we got a decline decision stating that her application is declined as she has already left US and will not be able to satisfy the biometric appointment for the I-539.
That all makes sense.
So my question is, do you see any hurdle for her at the US Customs and Border Immigration? Because the thing is that she won't be able to speak in English, so that's the biggest concern of mine.
So does she have a multiple entry visa, or does she have a one-time visa, or what? You're wondering, like, the next time she comes, what's going to happen?
Correct. I was just wondering that she's having B2 visitor multiple entry visa. My only concern is that will she be stopped for that?
So how long did she stay beyond the 6 months?
Beyond the 6 months, 2.5 months.
And while during that time period, she had the the extension of status pending, right?
Yes, it was pending.
Yeah, so I don't think that's that big of a deal. I think that should be okay. I mean, you never know what's going to happen, and the fact that she doesn't speak English very well might make you want to have someone travel with her.
She has someone, yeah.
Yeah, so then, I mean, I think they might give her a break because it was COVID. They might give her a break because she had filed for that extension. I think it'll be okay. I think the harder thing will be the next time she tries to get a new visa to the United States. That's where I think you'll have the problems.
Okay. We are not planning for any new visa for her. That's the only visa we have. And how do you know it's a multiple entry visa? It's just written B2 visa on her visa stamp. Will it be written on her visa stamp?
If it was a single entry, I think it would say on the passport. Other people might know in the comments, but I think generally it says. I think the default is that it's for multiple entry unless it says single entry visa on it. I think.
Okay.
I don't deal that much with non-immigrant visa, so I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thanks,
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Sorry, Jim, I just wanted to take a moment and see what your reflections were on the day yesterday. We had a great retreat. I found it a wonderful experience. What were your thoughts?
Well, we always try to take that time out every year. You've been to a couple of retreats, I think, and we always try to take that time out to, see how we're doing, see what we can do better, hear from the team, hear from what everybody's doing. I mean, this one was pretty special in my book. We had a nice dinner the night before, and then, some of our team members from San Diego and Washington, D.C. came into town, so it was nice to connect with them. I felt like there was a lot of positive affirmation of the great jobs that people are doing. I think it was fun to see all of our friends in Argentina, our remote team, sort of all in one place. I think they enjoyed being together, and I think that it was just a really great day. I came back pretty energized. How about you?
Yeah, I had a great experience just getting to chat with everyone and just hearing about the firm's goals and everything. So yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'd like to do it twice a year. I think we'll do one virtual and one face-to-face a year.
Okay, awesome.
To me too, there's the value obviously in all being together and all the camaraderie and all the stuff, but I think there's also value in, when you have that retreat coming up, you sort of make changes. We had some promotions and we reorganized and restructured things. It's sort of a nice opportunity to assess how everything's going. And, so there's that part of it. And then there's the energy that just comes out of it after that. I think everybody's completely fired up. So I think it's a win-win all around.
Agreed. All right, awesome. Did we bring on Naomi yet? I forget if we... No. All right, Naomi, welcome. Come on to the show. How are you doing? Oh, you're muted, Naomi.
I think she's talking to somebody else.
Oh. All right, Naomi.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I have a quick question.
Go for it.
So I have E2 visa for employment, and I have I-94. My E2 visa expiring this month. My I-94 expiring next month. And I applied for adjustment of status and for marriage-based adjustment of status. So I'm still waiting for EAD. After my I-94, if I don't receive the EAD, how longer am I able to work for the current company? Like I see that on the website, like USCIS website, like if you have like H2 visa or something, you have like 240 days maximum period that allows the employment with the same company. Would that apply to my case too?
No.
So there's no allowance.
You need to stop working when your E2 visa is over.
So it's not I-94 over?
No. Mm-mm. Are you marrying a U.S. citizen or are you marrying a green card holder?
U.S. citizen.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think I would have to do some research, but I generally think that the I-94 isn't what governs. I think it's the visa.
Okay. That was not my understanding. And
Okay.
so if that's the case, and so it's the same thing, I guess. If I try to use up my vacation time or like I'm actually, so let's say try not to work, but as long as I am like under the employment, that's the same thing, or would that be?
I mean, the thing is, let's say that you just kept working for this employer all the way up until the day of your green card interview. Let's say that happened. I'm not saying that's what you should do, but let's say that's what you did.
Mm-hmm.
If you're married to a U.S. citizen and you've been working without permission after the expiration of your E2 visa,
Mm-hmm.
that would all be forgiven.
Right. So okay. So should I say that at the interview that
Of course.
I have?
Yeah.
I happen to.
You always have to be honest at the interview about
Right.
that. Yeah. Sure, because there's no downside to telling them, yes, I kept working. If you're married to a U.S. citizen, that's forgiven.
Okay. Should I still like be honest about like not realizing that I'm not planning to work all the way till I receive the green card, of course, but it's just my company right now with the E2 visa want to end at the end of that month that my I-94 is expiring.
Well, I don't know which is true, so I can't tell you which is the accurate one.
Right. Of course. Right. But okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Naomi.
Hey, before you pull someone else up, Daniel, let me pull up. Kofi gave a answer to one of our questions. Now, this is interesting. Kofi is answering this on YouTube somehow, even though we're not broadcasting on YouTube. So I don't know what the heck's going on. People are being able to comment because people are telling them to come over and watch it on Facebook, which is really weird. But if Kofi's right, it says M for multiple entries. Kofi, next time I see somebody's visa, I'll check that out. I like I said, I don't ever deal with non-immigrant visas, so I don't know, but I will take you at your word. And thanks for that.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I'm going to bring up Rams08 because it looks like some nice colorful photos in the background. How you doing?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Sure. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks, Jim and Danielle, for hosting the show. I appreciate it. So my question is similar to other gentleman Viren about N400 naturalization. So I came to US on H1B back in 2005 and got my green card in 2015 in EB2 category. And then I applied for N400, me and my wife, both of us, in May of last year. So it has been 18 months so far, and I got my fingerprints in January of this year. So I opened multiple SRs to USCIS that my case is outside of normal processing time. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. The processing time is 9 to I think 12 or 13 months here.
Yeah.
So didn't hear anything from USCIS. Then I called my congressman and he followed up. Then I got a response saying that a part of your A file has been stored in the NRC, and they placed a request to get the file to USCIS, but they said this happened last month, exactly a month before. And they said the request, NRC is not accepting all the requests because their center is, most of it is closed due to COVID. I mean, that's what the response I got. So what should I do? Should wait for more time?
I think you should go ahead and sue them.
Who, USCIS, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I see a lot of these cases in online forums, right? A lot of people are waiting because of this NRC closure or NRC opening only with very limited capacity.
Well, but see, that's the great thing about filing the lawsuit is then all of a sudden the NRC, with the people that they have, goes down and finds your file. That's the value.
I see. So should we wait for a month or two before proceeding, or what do you think?
You're at 18 months?
I filed in, May 2020, correct.
In Omaha, normal processing time is 9 to 12?
9 to 12 or 13, yeah.
Yeah, I'd sue now, but I mean, you can do it whenever you want. We can do it in January if you want. You want to wait to see what happens?
Okay, so should I just get in touch with Daniel, or?
Yep. Just reach out to Daniel. He'll hook you up.
Okay, perfect.
Happy to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks for the response.
Thanks for coming on.
Hopefully he won't need us, but if he does, we'll be here.
All right, Florian, welcome to the show.
Hi there. How are you guys?
We're great. How you doing?
Pretty good. Mr. Jim, thank you so very much for what you do. I feel a little bad that I didn't listen to your advice. I got my green card and removal of conditions, mainly through a citizen, and then I went to sponsor my wife, and things happen really, my second wife, things happen really fast, and I think I got some bad representation, and now I'm facing a notice of intent to deny. I have many questions. One will be, if I travel overseas with my wife, will us be okay coming back under just a notice of intent to deny if we submit it after we get back? Do you see any issues at the port of entry?
What do you think I'm going to say?
And
what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're sorry for not following my advice? I don't know what you mean.
Because I was watching you for many years, and just before I spoke with you, I was talking with a local high-profile lawyer, and I went to them. Then I got on a live Facebook with you, where you kind of warned me of some issues, and they never saw that, never told me that, and I think
hold on. That issue being that you got your green card by marrying person A, and now you're turning around sponsoring person B. That issue.
That issue, yes. And then so my ex-wife asked for divorce, and while I was on pending for I-751.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know what to do. I read around, and I don't know if I need to notify them or not. We got separated. The divorce was final on May 18th, 2020, and I got my removal of condition green card in the mail without an interview on June 2nd.
So 2 weeks later.
The legal, excuse me?
So 2 weeks after your divorce was final.
Yes, pretty much. We're even less about that. The legal advice I got is don't do anything. You're going to have an interview. You're not required to do anything. You're just going to explain everything then. And that's what I did. Now the NOID is questioning this marriage and hinting at the previous marriage. It's a lot to be said. I met my current wife December 2019. She came to the United States for 1 month in February, and then she got stuck here because of COVID. And then soon after I got my green card in July, we found out she's pregnant and we have a kid. And I just found a window for applying. I knew it was tough, but I applied for a green card. There is an exception, like if I can show my previous marriage was in a good faith, and I think I have, outstanding evidence on that. But I'm not. I actually
doesn't sound like USCIS thinks you have lots of evidence on that. So what's the question, Florian?
What do you think about this NOID? Can it be overturned, and can I travel before I submit it with no issues?
So no, you can't travel without any issues. No lawyer in his right mind could guarantee that you're going to be allowed back into the country.
Do you mind if I can ask you to argue that a little bit? Because logically, I'm not a lawyer, but logically, I have a right to answer to this notice. I'm not.
Okay, so let's say you have this right. What a great right you have, Florian. I'm so proud of you having your right. Your right doesn't mean shit if you're stuck outside the United States. You're very stubborn. You're very stubborn, and you do what you want. You hired another attorney. You never should have gotten married to the second person. You're just putting yourself right into trouble when you're already in trouble because you got a green card after you were divorced, a 10-year green card after you were divorced. You want to blame your attorney? It's not your attorney's fault. It's your fault. You made a lot of bad decisions.
Mr. Jim, I went to an attorney to tell me what I should do.
And you talked to me and you didn't listen to me. Now you're calling me back, asking me, what do I think about the other attorney? I put you on notice. I told you what the deal was. I told you about this. I mean, generally anybody that gets a green card and then turns around, gets a green card based on marriage, and then turns around and gets applies for another green card for somebody else based on marriage, you're setting yourself up to lose your original green card. But that's especially true when you got that green card after you were divorced. It's like, what the hell?
I didn't even have the chance to notify them in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, that may be true. That doesn't mean there's nothing left for you to do. Do you know what you do then? Then what you do is you notify USCIS and say, hey, jokers, I got this thing, but I'm divorced. I should have told you that, and here's the green card back. I'm going to file an I-751 solo.
Have you met somebody doing that?
Yes, in fact, I have. We've had three of those in this office. We're getting off the phone right now. Please don't contact me again. What the fuck?
Sorry about that, Jim. All right. Let's get some. Hopefully Ali's got something good for us. Ali, you got a good question for us?
A tough act to follow.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. It's in afternoon in Washington D.C. right now. So
I like your voice. You got like a radio voice.
He's calming me
Yeah,
down.
I'm settling in for this one.
He's
All right.
dealing with crazy people. Hi, Ali. How you doing, buddy?
Tell us the story, Ali. We're ready.
Yes. So actually, I'm Iraqi, and I've been working with U.S. Military guys back in Iraq. Then I moved to Dubai. Then I came here in 2016 when I applied for asylum. Since they did the special immigration visa for Iraqi or IOM did not accept my status as I'm living on Dubai on temporary basis. So it's been 5 years since I filed my case. It's actually more than 5 years. Filed in September 2016, and now it's November 2021. My family, like my father, my mother, my sisters, they already here, and they came through the special immigration visa, and they're citizens right now.
Yeah.
And basically, all we are being threatened because of the militia over there. And
yeah.
So my question is now: can I apply through them even if my case is pending with asylum? Till now, I didn't have my interview. I didn't have any steps. So
the problem is you're the adult child of a U.S. citizen, right?
Yes.
So adult child of a U.S. citizen right now, they're working on cases from like 2015. So not 2015, 2005. So there's a 15-year wait. So there's no visas available for you in that category.
Okay.
So that's not going to work.
That's not wrong. So I have to stick with my case, and that's it. I have to wait.
I mean, you could sue them. I mean, generally Daniel will tell you, he's been asking me for 2 years, Jim, when can we start suing for asylum delay cases, right? And just so you know, like the last asylum case that I lost was for an Iraqi whose father was very high up in the military under Saddam. And that was a case that I sued over, and we had literally, I'm not lying, 2 8-hour interviews on that asylum case. And I thought, oh my God, if there was ever an asylum case that should be approved, it's this one, and they denied it. So since then I haven't been applying. I haven't been filing asylum delay lawsuits, but you've been waiting 5 years.
Yes.
So, and it sounds like if you help the U.S. Armed Forces, it sounds to me like you have a pretty good case for asylum. But I generally am still telling people that the Trump policies as it relates to asylum still haven't got cleaned up by Biden yet. So, if you want to sue them, I would do that for you because you've been waiting for so long. But generally, right now, I'm still telling people to wait.
So you're advised to wait or suit?
I mean, 5 years is a really long time, Ali. So, I mean, yeah. And you should be a citizen by now. So, did you file your asylum case on your own or with an attorney?
I have attorney. I didn't file by my own. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you feel like the attorney did a good job for you? Do you feel like there's things that you could update? Have are conditions now worse than when you filed for asylum in Iraq if you were to go back, or better?
It's worse now. It's worse than basically So the situation has never changed, and why I'm seeking for a second opinion, because my current attorney, he advised me to wait. We try to do some expedite. It's was shut down, and other than this, he advised, you have strong case, Ali, just wait. You have evidence, but therefore I'm seeking for other advice. If I
let me walk you through this. You tell me what you think, okay?
Yeah.
So for me to file a lawsuit, it's $4,100, and the filing fee is $402. So it's $4,502. So let's walk through this. You say, Daniel, send me that contract, and you sign the contract, and you pay us the $4,502, and then we serve them, and they get a copy of the lawsuit. Then you and your attorney go to the Arlington field office, and you have your asylum interview, and then they say, okay, we got to wait a little bit. So let's say in 4 months, they deny your asylum case, and you get sent to the immigration court. And now you're defending yourself to keep you from being deported back to Iraq. Would you be happy at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a very real possibility, because if I sue for a naturalization delay and you don't get it, then you just keep waiting. But if I sue for an asylum delay, not only do you not get the asylum, if it's rejected, it gets sent to the deportation court. So then you got to ask yourself, do I want to spend $4,500 if there's a 30-40% chance I get to go to deportation? That really sucks. So then you've got to figure that out.
Got you. That makes sense.
All right.
That totally makes sense. Yes.
So that might help you make a better It's easy to promise, oh yeah, Ali, if we sue, we'll get you an approval, and get you a decision, and that's all great. But at the end of the day, having had those conversations with people from Iraq, it's not fun.
Yeah.
And Daniel, that's why I'm still not recommending it.
Yeah, I totally understand. It's just a very hard situation to hear about. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Ali, hang in there, brother.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ali.
Thank you.
Okay. Daniel, I hope on the person before where I lost my temper, make sure that that's all flagged in pipe drive so that we don't. If you don't know who that person is, I know who they are. I can get you their contact information.
Okay, sure. Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to Marcel.
Marcel, waiting patiently. Just
you should have seen her face.
Relaxing.
Yeah, you should have seen Maricel's face when I was yelling at that guy.
Oh, right? I didn't see.
My best friend has the same case, but I'm not an attorney, but I told her, file for I-751, because I did all my immigration until I got my citizenship. I did not have any lawyer, but I just read and watched your videos. And so I told her, file for I-71 solo. Like, don't, like, just say you're divorced, like, give them statements that your marriage.
It is tricky when that divorce comes right before.
Yeah.
But he sort of challenged me, and we've had 3 cases just like that.
So I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Go ahead. What was your question?
I petitioned my dad for a green card. So we just got DQ'd literally this morning. My question would be is his passport is about to expire June of next year, and you can't travel 6 months before your passport's expiration, which would be January. Knowing the situation in the Philippines right now, there has been a lot of backlogs on visa interview. My question would be, can I expedite the interview process by saying that my father's passport is about to expire? No.
I'm gonna say, tell your father to get a new passport.
Okay. I have not really renewed a passport before, so would the passport number be the same if I renew a passport?
No, it'll be a different number, but you'll be able to update that stuff later. His interview will be after that passport expires in June for sure.
Yeah. So right now, I think we're going to wait for another maybe 6-9 months.
I would think.
Yeah. Okay. My second question, Jim, is I kind of own like some restaurant businesses and something like that, and I would like to bring in my brother. But the plan is have my dad petition once he gets here. But knowing that my brother don't have any college degrees or anything like that, what would be the easiest, working visa wise for me to bring them? Nothing at all.
No.
Yeah. I looked and looked and I couldn't really find something, so that's why I thought I would ask you.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah. But thank you so much. I'll keep on watching.
Thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate
Bye.
it. Bye. All right, we're gonna do one more here. We got Peace coming up.
Thank you
Hi,
so
Peace.
much. I'll keep on
Thanks
watching.
for coming on the show. We appreciate it. Bye.
Hi,
All
Peace.
right, one more here. We got Peace coming up.
Thank you so much. I'll
We're
keep
hearing
on
a lot
watching.
of feedback, Peace. We appreciate it. Bye. All right, one more here. We got Peace coming up. Sorry, Peace. That
was rough.
Peace, we're getting a lot of feedback, so sorry. We're gonna take one more, maybe. Let's see. Arslan, welcome to the show. We got time for one more question, please.
Yes. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Jim. How are you guys?
Hi, Arslan.
Great.
Good, buddy.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it's just my second time on your show. So yeah, I really love your videos. Thanks for doing what you guys are doing. And so my question is regarding a situation that if there is a Turkish woman who is married to a US citizen, but before, from the past, she had a 10-year multiple entry visit visa, and now she wants to travel to US, and her new passport have a different surname. So, but she's not intending to migrate to US right now, or she's not intending to skip the line or do anything. So how we can satisfy to the border officials that she's not intending to migrate now, but she's married to a US citizen.
I'm confused. Okay, so there's a lady. What country is she from?
Turkey.
So there's a lady from Turkey, and she has a visa to the United States already, right? A visit visa?
Yeah. She got the visa like 2 years ago, 10-year multiple entry visa.
And has she
now
used it?
She's married.
Has she used it yet?
No, not yet. No.
And she's married. She's married to a U.S. citizen now. She wasn't married to a U.S. citizen when she got that visa, but now she is.
Yes.
And the concern is that if she comes to the United States, they're going to say, "Hey, what are you doing here? You're married to a U.S. citizen," and then they're going to say, "Oh, well, we're going to revoke your visa and send you back." I think there's a good chance of that. If she weren't from Turkey, I'd say the chances of that were slow, but I think that's something that they might do. So I think your concerns are valid.
Okay. All right. But
I'm not saying it's not worth a chance, but she's got to be ready to get back on a plane to go back home.
Mm-hmm. So there is no way we can satisfy them, but she have a job here, house here, or that can be an argument, or
the problem is you don't get arguments with the Customs and Border Patrol. They're the judge, the jury, and the executioner. They get to decide what you do.
Okay. All right. And the second part of question is that because in Turkey after marriage the women have to change the surname. So the new passport have a different surname. So I don't know if it's okay to travel with the old visa on the expired passport with the new passport with the new surname, or
so that's bad too, because that's just something that's going to flag for them that she's got issues. So I think that increases the chances of her not being allowed in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, understand. And also, Jim, for a U.S. citizen, is there a penalty if the U.S. citizen moves out right after naturalization?
Nope.
Okay, good. So yeah, that were my questions. Thank you very much.
All right, bye, Arslan.
Love your videos. Thank you.
Thank you, Arslan.
Thanks for watching.
All right, Jim.
Try Peace one more time real quick. If
sure. All right, Peace.
Forget it.
Yeah, thanks, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, Peace.
Hi, Peace. How you doing?
I want to ask some few questions regarding my asylum case. I just came into the U.S. from Nigeria like 3 months ago, and I want to file for asylum. And I want to know concerning the form for arranging the form to file for the application. I'm adding my husband and my 3 kids. Is it that I'm going to file my personal form for the 3 of them and my husband for a package of 6, or what is in my documents? Are they going to be for every one of them? Or is it that it's just going to be my 2 copies and just the form and the evidence will be on their copies?
Are they in America, or are they out of?
Yes, they're in America with me.
So you're going to be the principal applicant for asylum, and then there's going to be your husband and your kids.
Yes, I'm adding them.
And the question is, do you need to do send in copies of all the exhibits for each application? Is that what you mean?
Yes, like the visa page, they're asking for the 2 copies of all passports, photographs.
Yeah. So Peace, just real quick. There's some applications that I think you can file without a lawyer, but asylum isn't one of them. You probably need someone's help. Maybe not mine, but you should not file for asylum on your own. You need to have a lawyer help you with that. I don't think I would imagine that the chances of approval of an asylum case without a lawyer are probably under 20%.
Okay. Okay. I'm in Houston, and for the ones I contacted, they're giving me a bill of 6,000 and 10,000, and that's the rate. I know I just came in. I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, I understand. There are groups that will do it for you. If you're in a big city, find like the legal services or the people that'll help immigrants with asylum for free or for a little charge.
Okay. So can you help me with one?
Well, I mean, we're like $7,000 for asylum, so you know that price range you got is about right.
Okay. So you don't do asylum cases?
We do. They cost $7,000. So yeah, we do them for sure. In fact, we hadn't signed up any asylum cases for a while, but I think we've signed up 3 or 4 in the last couple of weeks, haven't we, Danielle?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Peace, search for like nonprofits in your area. Sorry, I don't have any recommendations for you though.
So is there a contact I can contact you with after the call?
Yeah, you can reach out to Daniel. He'll explain to you what you need to do.
Yeah, give us a call and just ask for me, and I can talk you through it. Okay, Peace? All right, well, hopefully you can give us a call, okay? Thanks for coming on the show. All right, Jim.
Daniel. Well, that was weird. No Facebook, no YouTube.
Very weird. 40 viewers. That's not used to that.
I think that'll be true next Tuesday too, unless I got an appeal. I got an appeal going, but I don't know what the hell's going on.
Okay.
All right, buddy. I'll see you.
All right, Jim. Have a good day.
All right,
Bye.
see you, man. Bye.